You are now tuned into Two Drunk Sisters podcast, unscripted and uncensored. Grab yourselves a drink and enjoy.
Welcome, yeah, baby.
Welcome, guys, to Drunk Sistas.
Welcome to
Two Drunk Sisters podcast.
I'm D.
And I'm W.
Thanks for tuning in for another. And the last.
Oh, gosh.
Yes, the last.
Thanks. Oh, my gosh.
This is the last episode of
Oh,
Harry
Potter.
Potter. So
Woo.
now we're going to discuss Harry Potter and the
Deathly
Deathly Hallows. Part
Hallows.
1 and Part 2.
Yes.
Part 1 and Part 2.
Part one, part two. Okay, guys.
Part 1 and Part 2. All right.
This is the last stretch, guys. Okay, so.
Because you know this movie is 800 minutes. 800 hours.
And yeah, and we are sipping on some good ass. It's a mix. I don't know.
Mix.
Yep.
It's some good ass mix.
Yeah, a good ass mix.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh.
And to them.
First of all, your hand is right there. You gotta
Oh, yeah,
get
here,
the
here.
bottom. There you go.
Cheers. All right, whatever.
Ooh. I got hair on my chest.
I probably went. I got carried away. I got carried.
Okay. So the Deathly Hallows is about, so it's without the guidance and protection of their professors, Harry, Ron, Hermione, begin a mission to destroy the Horcruxes.
Oh my god.
The sources of Voldemort's immortality. Though they must rely on one another more than ever, dark forces threaten to tear them apart. Voldemort's Death Eaters have seized control of the Ministry of Magic in Hogwarts, and they are searching for Harry, even as he and his friends prepare for the ultimate showdown.
Showdown.
All right, let's get into this.
Let's get into it.
The first part of the Harry Potter, it goes into, what was the beginning?
The beginning starts with Dumbledore and Harry are like in front of a crowd or whatever. The Order of the Phoenix was the last thing that happened. Mm-hmm. So they're taking photos and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And Harry just, he just kind of look,
out of it because Dumbledore is gone.
Yeah. And so, is that right?
Oh, that's right.
Yes. And no, that's not right.
What do you mean? Yeah, that's how it started. Oh. Well, to Q and Harry, that's how it started. But it really started with Severus flying around into this. I don't know if it's a Hogwarts school.
It looks like some kind of a abandoned place, but it's not abandoned because that's where all the Voldemort and his followers meet up.
Because it's like an AA group.
I'm Harry Potter the fuck out.
So it starts off with Severus going to a meeting, AA meeting with Voldemort and the goons.
Yes, and the goons.
So he was, so Voldemort is looking for Harry, and he finds out that him and Harry share their wand. There's like a special connection with the wands, and they can't kill each other with the wand. So now Voldemort is looking for the wand of all wands, because when he could find that wand, he could be able to kill Harry.
Yeah.
So now, of course, he's looking for Harry, and he's looking for that wand.
Right.
And then Severus, we all know that Dumbledore entrusted Severus with a lot of secrets, so he was telling them, like, listen, they're about to move Harry.
Right.
So they're going to move him at this time, and then, the minions was like, that's not true. That's not what I heard. And then, Severus was like, it was bad intel. But that's not the way he said it.
Right.
He was just saying, like, your information is wrong, bitch. I got the right information.
Right. And they're going to move him tonight or whatever day.
Mm-hmm. Right. So then that's when it panned to Harry thinking about Dumbledore. They was taking the pictures of him and Dumbledore, and Harry was just thinking about Dumbledore.
Yeah,
he misses him.
Right, and he was back at the house. Okay, so at this point, the family that Harry was living with, like his mom's sister's family, they all move out. Okay, because it's not safe for them anymore. And then Harry, Harry's just looking out the window and just kind of, just looking at everything. And then of course, he goes downstairs. He sees, I believe, pretty much everybody.
Right. But before that scene, they were killing Muggles.
Yes, they were killing Muggles.
So Hermione, of course, have 2 Muggle parents. So she was, she's afraid that something's going to happen to them because now the Dark Lord is taking control, and the first thing he want to do is clean house. He want to kill all mudbloods, the people who's mixed, who's not pure,
who's not pure bloods,
who not pure bloods, or like pure magicians.
Right.
So Hermione casts a spell on her parents. I guess it's like she removed herself from the parents' lives so she can go on the quest and try to kill Voldemort.
And she didn't want her parents to suffer because they probably would have tortured them to get to Hermione. So she just kind of
to get to Harry
to get to Harry. So she just kind of wiped the slate.
So then we go into Harry. Everybody was meeting at Harry's
That's true.
house.
That's right. So the deal is so the plan is everybody's gonna look like Harry Potter to kind of confuse Voldemort. Okay,
right, because Harry has a tracer. I think they said that
if you're underage,
right? Because he's 16 years old. So when he turns 17, the tracer is deactivated.
Right, and so they pretty much, everybody puts on the same clothes, drink this potion, and everybody looks like Harry Potter. But of course, amongst them, there's a traitor. Right. But we don't know this yet, obviously. But as everybody, leaves that property to head to where everybody's supposed to meet, things happen. Now, of course, you guys remember Hagrid. So, of course, Hagrid was like, well, I feel like I should get Harry. Harry should come with me because, I brought him here 16 years ago.
Right.
So
I can take you out, nigga.
Right. And so Harry lets Hedwig, his owl, go.
Yeah.
And then everybody just kind of goes on
their separate ways, and they have a rendezvous point to meet up.
to meet up.
Right.
And shit just go far left.
Everybody went to the rendezvous spot, and as soon as they left, the Voldemort goons was waiting for them. So that let people know that, okay, we have a snitch, because they knew that we was coming, and they pretty much killed what's the guy with the eyeball?
Moody, Professor Moody.
Moody, yeah. They said they killed Professor Moody. He's dead.
Yeah.
And then everybody met up at Ron's
parents' house. Yes.
And so Ron's brother was injured really bad.
One of the twins.
Yeah, they was injured really bad. And then Professor, what's his name? The werewolf.
Oh, I forgot. Professor Ludwig.
Ludwig.
Something like that.
The werewolf. The wolf. He was questioning people because people was coming in with the not the real Harry. So people was coming in, and he was like, "Yo, what did I tell?
What's the name of the creature in the corner when you first came to Hogwarts?
Are you mad?
What's the name? What was the name of the creature? What was the creature? Do you remember? It was
I don't know.
It was a Horcrux. I'm clear. I don't fucking know.
It was a weird ass name, but Harry got it right, so he was a real Harry. And then they were testing everybody that was coming in, and so they found out that they have a snitch,
and it was
Severus. No.
It was a short one. It was I was just saying his name. Mundungus. It was Mundungus.
It was my dingus.
Whatever. My dingus. My dingus. Anyway, so yeah. And so, of course, everybody, everybody's is tired as fuck because they're trying to figure out, like, okay, what the fuck are we going to do? So anyway, of course, time passes a little bit, and Harry gets up from bed. It's nighttime. Everybody going to bed. Harry gets up, and Harry's like, man, I can't, because he has a dream that he sees
Voldemort talking to somebody.
Right. And so I guess that just makes him like, you know what? I really need to find these Horcruxes.
Right.
And so he gets up and leave, and Ron is like, look, bitch, motherfucker, you can't do this without Hermione? You trying to do without, wait, you want to do it by yourself? And he's telling Harry, like, this ain't got nothing to do. This is bigger than you now. It's not just about you. Right. Everyone's affected by this. Right. So, of course, he listens, and he's like, I believe there was someone that was getting married.
It was Ron's older brother was getting married to the girls from
I forgot the name of those girls from
was it parts
the Goblet of Fire? If y'all remember the different
factions.
Yes.
the girl who couldn't save her younger sister. That's who Ron's older brother was marrying.
Yeah, and so Harry was just like, man, I don't give a damn about the wedding. Like, our lives are in danger. Mm-hmm. But anyway, the wedding still happens, and of course,
that morning the minister of magic came by to leave Harry, Hermione, and Ron something that Dumbledore left in his will. Mm-hmm. So Dumbledore left Hermione a book.
Yes.
Left Ron like an illuminator. And then he left Harry the seeker ball.
Yes.
That Harry swallowed.
Yes.
So he left him these 3 objects, and the Minister of Magic was like, I don't know what the fuck you... And then he also left him the sword
of Gryffindor.
But the Minister of Magic was like,
that ain't yours.
That's not yours. And then Hermione like, yes, it is. Dumbledore gave it to him.
It belongs to him. It came to him in the Chamber of Secrets.
But the Minister was like, yeah, no, you're not getting that sword. Yeah. Anyways, the sword is missing.
Right.
So he wasn't able to get the sword. But the Minister of Magic was like, I don't know what the hell y'all up to, but y'all can't defeat him. He's just way too powerful.
Or he was mainly telling Harry, like, you can't do this by yourself. Mm-hmm, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, you can't do this alone. He's like you say, he's just too powerful.
Right. So, needless to say, the minister came by and he left, and they got their gifts and stuff like that, and wondering why the fuck that he would give them those things. He don't know, but little do they know, each and everything that
Dumbledore left them
will help them along the way.
Yes.
So now the wedding is going on. They're dancing, they're frolicking, they're hobnobbing, they're drinking, and then a huge blue ball came through the tent where the wedding was taking place and was relaying a message that the Minister of Magic has been killed.
Oh, man.
And that's when shit hit the fan.
Yes.
Then the goons came and they was shooting up the place, and everybody was disappearing and separating.
Yes.
And everybody went to their own safety spots.
Right.
So, Hermione, Ron, and Harry were able to escape. They went to a diner. They thought that they were safe, and they wasn't safe, and they finally went back to the Order of the Phoenix, Leia, and rested their heads, and they tried to regroup.
Right.
And this is when they were trying to find out
where the Horcruxes are, because they like we said, they figured out that Voldemort's immortality is attached to the Horcruxes, and Harry wants to finish what Dumbledore started. So they are on a quest to locate these Horcruxes. But while going through or getting through or finding answers, of course they all encounter issues, and all the places. And of course, I don't know if you guys remember, Hermione has this bag. It's a small little pocketbook that's filled with all kinds of stuff. I mean, she has everything in it. She got a fucking tent in there, okay? She got clothes, she got books, she got posters.
This should have been called Harry Potter and Hermione Granger.
Yes,
because Hermione really saved the guys.
She did. She really stole the show. Oh my god!
In this part,
we're gonna call this Hermione Adventures. I'm just kidding.
Yes. The Hermione
Adventures.
Yeah. So then they were looking for the Crux, and they found out that the Crux that they got,
the
Horcrux. Sorry, I call it the Crux. The Horcrux. That Horcrux. The Horcrux that they got, that Dumbledore and Harry found, was a fake. And it had a note inside. And the note was saying that when I have it, I'm going to destroy R.A.D., which is...
R.A.B.
Oh, R.A.B. Who was R.A.B. again?
He was the brother of Sirius Black. He was part of the Black family.
Okay.
But I can't think of his, the name. But he was the brother of Sirius Black.
So then they found out it was Sirius Black. And of course, they were at the Order of the Phoenix. And that's Sirius Black's old house.
Yes.
So they were looking for the that little creature. That little elf was spying on them. And Harry found him and asked him, have you seen this? And he told him... what he needed to know.
Yeah.
He said the Mendingus is the one who has it. And so Harry was like, all right, go get him. So they went to go fetch Mendingus. Mendingus came back and said he didn't know where it was. He gave it to... Who did he say he gave it to?
I don't remember.
He said he gave it to somebody. Somebody came and stole it.
I can't remember who the names on this thing, boy. I can't keep up with their names. Oh, my Grindel and Grindelwald.
Oh no, he said the lady from the Minister of Magic, the short lady.
Brumble.
Underage.
Umbridge.
Yeah,
the one that's like.
that crazy lady.
Oh my, yeah.
He said, because he saw her picture, he said she got it.
Yes.
So then now they devised a plan, like how the fuck we gonna get into
without being recognized.
Mm-hmm. And then that's my bad, y'all. I hit the mic. That's when they devised a plan, and it was like transformation.
Yeah, like a face
shape changing. Like whatever potion they use to change it to Harry, they use it to get these three people to get into the Minister of Magic place. They went inside and they trying to devise a plan to see where the hell is this Horcrux is. Mm-hmm. So everybody thought that the Horcrux was with the Umbridge lady. So Harry's character went into the office where Umbridge's office, and he was looking and he couldn't find it. And then so they were about to retreat. They were like, "Look, we ain't find it. We gonna come back." So they Harry went back to the elevator. Then he met up with Ron,
right?
And then that's when they went downstairs to get Hermione, because she was a secretary of Umbridge.
Yeah.
And while they were in the trial, Harry spots the
Horcrux, the necklace
that Umbridge was wearing.
Yes.
And that's what caused Harry to get out his wand and
zap that hoe.
So and now it's in a zapping match.
Yes. Zap, zap, zippity, zap, zip, zip.
Once the zap, zap, zippity, zap, zap was happening, they finally got the Horcrux, and then they left. So the Horcrux, would you say it enhances their anger, or they?
I just think because it's so evil, it
makes them angry.
Yeah, it's filled with hate, and so they were, I think Harry had it on, and Harry was just being real. He's being a real asshole
to Hermione,
and so Hermione was like, "Take it off."
Right, we'll take turns.
Yeah, so each of them took turns wearing it. But of course, when it got to Ron, bitch ass.
Oh my god!
Got to Ron, bitch ass. Ron was just acting up. Okay,
yeah, he was acting jealous because Hermione and
he thought
they had.
He was hallucinating. Okay, it was the damn Horcruxes.
Right.
Yeah. So
it was like on 1,000.
Yes. Okay. On not on 10. But 1,000.
1,000. He was like, he saw them canoodling.
Right.
And what people go? Yeah, canoodling.
And so he just, he
got angry.
And then he left. Okay.
Right.
Because he was like, man, fuck this.
Right. He took the shit out, and he was still angry. I was like, oh bitch, he's still angry. He took the Horcrux off, and the nigga was still angry.
Yeah. So.
So
now it's just So now it's just Harry and Hermione, trying to figure out how to destroy the Horcrux, and
they found out. Hermione finally found out that the blade, the Gryffindor sword, not Gryffindor, not Grindelwald. What's the
Gryffindor? Mm-hmm.
Oh, so the Gryffindor sword is the only thing that could destroy the Horcruxes.
Yes,
because of something about the steel of a steel, or
it takes the form or whatever higher, not higher power, but whatever that's more powerful in itself. And so because Harry used the sword in the Chamber of Secrets to kill the basilisk, it had the venom in there. So it was the venom with the sword. That's what's able to kill the Horcrux. And the venom, of course, is powerful.
Right.
So
Got you. Okay.
And then
So now they find out that they got to get the sword. So now Hermione is sad that Ron is not there, and so Harry tries to lighten up the mood, and then, they were dancing and stuff like that. I thought that was really cute.
Yeah.
Like, the way he was dancing was just...
Weird.
What is he doing?
Anyone dancing. Lord.
Anyway, so, they took turns, and Harry one night was watching, just on lookout. And so he saw this blue ball. Yeah. And the blue ball formed into a deer.
A deer? Oh, yeah.
With antlers.
Yeah.
And so he followed it. And once he followed it, it led him to a lake, a frozen lake. Mm-hmm. And it showed him where the sword was.
Yep.
Now, we still don't know how the sword got there.
Right.
But it led him to there, and Harry went in. He had the Horcrux around his neck.
That shit was trying to choke the living shit out of Harry in the water. Okay?
He went in that water, that thing went
yanking his ass, all right? I have to say, if it wasn't for Ron...
Ron jumping in and got the
him.
sword, and then he was able to save Harry. And then Harry was like, okay, so let's destroy it. And Ron was like, he was scared. And then Harry was like, well, what did you come here for? Like, because Ron was like, he was scared to do it. And he was like, what the fuck you here?
Like, destroy it.
Yeah.
And then he's telling Ron, like, look.
When I open this shit.
It's going to be some shit in there. I don't fucking know, but you need to destroy that shit. So, of course, when Harry opens it, Voldemort's essence comes out and taunts Ron, and it's like, I know what's inside your soul. I know what you're afraid of. Yeah. And, I know how you feel about shit, pretty much. And he shows him like a hologram. It's not a hologram. I don't know what the fuck it is, yo.
Yeah, he was saying
a hologram of Harry and Hermione
kissing. They looked like they were naked.
They kind of were, and it was just.
Oh my god, these are minors.
That was weird. I was like,
weird. They were like kissing and
like about to eat each other's face. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what the hell is this?
And Ron was like, I was like, damn.
After when Ron saw that, that's what made him be like, fuck this shit, and he charged to the Horcruxes and killed it.
Destroyed it.
Well, destroyed it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So then they went back to camp, and Hermione was like, "What the fuck you doing here? What the hell and all that shit?" So Hermione's mad at Ron,
right?
Because he left, and then Ron told the story on how how he was able to find them because of what Dumbledore gave him.
Right.
He heard Hermione's voice,
right,
and he pressed it, and the blue light came and it went through him, and happened. I guess it teleported him to where they were at,
right?
So they were able to find each other, and
right,
stuff like that. And then after that, what happened after that?
After that, they
went to Luna's house.
Yes.
Because they kept on seeing the triangle, circle, and the line in the middle symbols.
Right.
So Harry saw that symbol on Luna's dad when he was at the wedding.
Yes.
So they wanted to go ask him a couple of questions.
Right. And so that's when Luna's dad, they're asking like, oh, like, where's Luna? And he seems fidgety, but whatever. They know he's weird as fuck.
Right.
So, they just kind of like, they just don't worry about it. And so the dad's like, oh yeah, Luna, she'll be along. And so Harry's like, I forgot the dad's name.
Mr. Luna.
Mr. Luna's dad, what is that around your... Like, I saw a necklace that you had at the wedding. What is that? And so he pulls it out from his shirt and shows Harry. And he's like, do you know of the tale of the three brothers?
Right.
And then...
Deathly Hallows.
Deathly Hallows. And Ron and Hermione said yes, but Harry was, like, not familiar. Because, he didn't grow up around that shit.
Right.
So Harry was not familiar. So Hermione, in the book, the book that Dumbledore gave her, or one of her books that she had... She tells the tale of the three brothers. And it goes where it was three brothers. Of course, they're magical brothers or whatever.
Brothers.
We're happy and we're singing and we're going. Give me a high five. Okay, that's not a problem. Anyway,
go ahead.
Yeah, so the three brothers approach a bridge where it's treacherous. They can't pass over. So of course they all get together and use their magic to create some kind of bridge so they could go over. Death shows up, okay, and Death's like, nah, because Death knows that people that cross over that bridge or try to get over, they drown. So of course for him, he's like, yeah, more for me, more souls for me.
He came up and said, bitch,
nah, y'all cheating. So then Death pretends to be like, okay, you know what? You guys pass the test, I will grant you three each.
Whatever you
want. And so the first brother, the older brother, his request is to have the most powerful wand in the world. And so Death fashions him the most powerful wand. The second brother now asks for the ability to bring loved ones back from the dead. Okay?
Resurrection stone.
Right. And so the Death creates a resurrection stone.
Right.
And of course, the last brother, who's more of the humble of the two, says that he wants to move about this life not being seen. And specifically not being seen by Death. And so Death cuts a piece of his cloth and gives that brother the cloth. And that becomes the coat of invisibility.
Right, the one that Harry has.
Yes. And so... of course, it tells this tale of how each of the brothers pass on. The first brother goes, I guess, back to his past, or someone from his past. He kills that brother and just kind of tells everybody, like, yeah, I'm powerful. You can't stop me. And so when he goes to bed, he gets killed and the wand gets taken. And so, of course, Death is, like, hey.
Yeah. Oh, well.
You mine now. And so the second brother, when the second brother got home, the second brother's, I guess the love of his life, who had passed away, she came back from the dead. But her not being from this world, she
couldn't cope.
Right, and she's sad. She becomes sad and whatever. So she withers away. And so, of course, the brother is so sad to lose her again. He kills himself to be with her. So that's like, hey,
radio number 2.
Let's go. So now he's looking for the third brother. Like, yo, where you at? Where you at?
And you can see
where they at? No.
Yeah. Hey, you can see that the brother was like, oop, oh nope.
Right.
Like, oop, oh nope.
Right. And Death can't find that brother because of the cloak of invisibility.
Right.
So
when he was ready to die.
Yeah, he passed the cloak on to his son, and so of course, when he welcomed Death with open arms. He's like, yeah, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and Death took him as his equal.
Right.
And he was like, hello, my friend.
Right. And so that is how those three brothers are what
the Deathly Hallows.
They're the Deathly Hallows
Story.
Okay, and the symbol that Harry sees around Luna's dad's neck is made up of the
the line is the wand.
Yeah.
The circle is the resurrection stone, and the triangle is the cloak of invisibility.
Yeah, and so that is how
that's the symbol.
That's the symbol.
I want to say I really, really like that story.
Me too.
I like the way they told the story, like the cartoon, the cartoonish. I thought that was pretty cool. I really like that.
It's actually, I'm not gonna say my only favorite part. It's actually one of my favorite scenes from this from part one. So they get that story. So of course the dad is trying to be like, oh, kind of want you to stay a while or whatever. Let me get some more tea for you.
Weird, yeah.
And Ron is like, yo, let's get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shit, let's just go. That tea is horrible. Let's go.
Right.
And so they all go downstairs and they're like, Ron's like, you need water for the tea. Where's the water?
Right, because he was standing in the window like an idiot.
Right, just looking. And so, when they're trying to leave, the dad's like, you can't leave. They said that they're gonna kill her or
they have her.
Luna. They have Luna, his daughter.
Right. And as soon as he said who has her, and then he said Voldemort, and then that's when the goons came through and it was like destroying the whole house.
Right.
So they Hermione, Ron, and Harry hold hands, and they were able to disappear.
Right.
To a safe spot,
which wasn't safe because
the goons was there.
Okay, and what Hermione did was she disfigured Harry's face so that they wouldn't know that was Harry. But instead of the leader, instead of taking them to the Ministry of Magic, he was like, nah, we finna take them to
straight to Bellatrix, the bitch.
Oh my God,
bitch, the tricks.
Oh, I like that. What is it? Bella bitch, the tricks. Yes, I like that. So they see Bellatrix. At this point, they're not. But see, okay, so even though Hermione disfigured Harry, you sort of kind of could see.
It's Harry.
And
he has that kind of sort of the scar.
Yeah.
So there wasn't sure.
Yeah, and so of course, Harry and Ron get put in the dungeon, and Hermione gets tortured. Yeah, she gets tortured with the Bella the bitch. Yes, and so they see Luna. Somebody else. Is he the one that
he's the goblin? He's the one that protects the safe.
Yeah, and then there was another one. Is that the guy that gives people the wand when they come?
The wand maker?
Yeah, is that the wand maker? I forgot who that guy is.
I'm not sure.
But I guess we'll find out later.
Yeah.
So they're all down there in a dungeon, and then Harry looks, as they're hearing Hermione scream, Harry looks at the piece of mirror, and he's like, help us. Like, you see this man. You don't see Harry's image. He doesn't see his image. He sees these eyes.
It's Dumbledore.
It's not.
Oh, it's not? Mm-mm. Oh.
But we'll see that later.
Okay.
And so, he's like, help us. And then all of a sudden we see...
Dobby.
Yeah, we see Dobby.
Dobby, the elf.
Yeah, who's like, I'm coming to help you. You know what I'm saying? And of course, what's his name is there? Peter Pettigrew. Fuck, I can't stand that brat. He's there again, causing all kind of havoc.
Yeah.
And so, Dobby gets them out of the cellar. And they all meet in where Bellatrix is, holding Hermione hostage. And then we see Malfoy. Right. We see Malfoy's dad and his mom. Okay, and so they kind of go...
Yeah, they're kind of fighting. Because now Harry's face is no longer disfigured. And Bellatrix was like, oh, there you are, Harry Potter. There you are. Call on him. Call on the Dark Lord. So while Draco's dad was trying to call on the Dark Lord, Dobby came.
Yes.
And was like, "Oh, I'm here to save Harry Potter." And Bellatrix was like, "Oh, who are you?" and stuff like that. You and Dobby took, I guess, no. The Draco's mom was about to do something with the wand, and Dobby took her wand, and then Bellatrix was like,
"How dare you take a witch's wand?"
Right. And then he was like, Dobby was like, "I am
your master," or something like that.
Like, we're your masters. And he's like, "I don't have a master."
Yes.
So Dobby took them. And while Dobby was taking them,
Bella the bitch tricks.
She threw a knife.
Yeah.
And they were able to disappear, but the knife ended up killing Dobby.
Yeah.
So Dobby dies at the end. Very sad.
Very sad.
And Harry went ahead and did a burial for Dobby because without Dobby, they wouldn't be able to escape.
Right.
So he wanted to pay homage.
Right.
So listen, guys, that's part one.
And then, guys, in the midst of all that stuff, Harry does see another vision, or he sees what Voldemort is doing, torturing somebody else.
Oh, okay.
And he's asking this guy, Grindelwald, who's now older. Yes. He's asking him, like, where is the damn Elder Wand?
Right.
Okay?
Yes.
And so Grindelwald tells him it's with him. It's with Dumbledore.
Right. So if you don't know who Grindelwald is, if you watch Fantastic Beasts
and where to find them
or something like that, Grindelwald is the Johnny Depp character
that he's not coming back to.
Because
of what happened.
Yeah. So that is Johnny Depp's character, but him at an old age, telling Voldemort where he could find the wand.
And that motherfucker, that no-nose mother. Well, I mean, he got a nose, but
he do got a nose.
You know what I'm saying? He goes and he desecrates Dumbledore's grave, and he gets the Elder Wand, guys.
He got the wand,
and that is how.
And then he rose it up to the air and did by the power of Grayskull. That's exactly what he did. That's what he did.
Yes,
so
and that is part one,
guys.
Woo! That's part one.